Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. My name is Daniel Cervantes and you are watching Christian Adventure Gamer. And Christian Adventure Gamer, what my plans to do for this channel is I review games, talk about games, and then also talk about therapy, how games can be used in therapy, recognizing that families can use certain games to teach their children skills, work with autism, things like that. So hopefully you enjoy my videos, and also thank you again for tuning in. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe so that way you can get entered into various contests that I'm having. So like currently I'm having a contest that in some of my videos recently within the last 2 weeks, or at least I think a week, I'm having a contest for subscribers that are going to Gencon. So if you're going to Gencon, the way that you get entered into this contest is first you have to be a subscriber, then you comment in those videos, I am going. That's all you say, I am going. You can say whatever else you want, but as long as you say I am going, that way I know you're going to Gencon. And then one lucky subscriber, obviously all those different videos gives you a different entry into the contest. And then one of those lucky subscribers is going to get a copy of Queen Games Darkest, hand delivered by me at Gencon. Okay, and then I am also having other contests on my Facebook page. You can go to Christian Adventure Gamer on Facebook, and I'm giving away a Thor, and you look for that post and you have to comment your favorite Thor quote. And so one lucky person on Facebook, also you have to like and share my page and follow us, just that way you have more information when it comes up to date. That's how you get entered into that contest, and you get one person will win the stuffed plush Thor. Okay, and then I have a contest going on for You Gotta Be Kidding Me. I have 2 copies of You Gotta Be Kidding Me. The way you enter these is you go to my You Gotta Be Kidding Me, not the deluxe, but just the regular video, and it tells you how you can get entered into winning a copy of the game. And then you have to go to my Facebook page, and I'm also giving away a second copy to someone on Facebook. And so you can win a copy on YouTube and you can win a copy on Facebook. So check out my page to find out how to win You Gotta Be Kidding Me in the Stuffed Plush store, and check out my You Gotta Be Kidding Me video to figure out how you can win one on YouTube. Anyways, this video I just want to talk about games that are coming out at Gen Con. I mean, that's the hot topic right now, right? I mean, everyone's getting ready, everyone's getting primed, all these games are coming out. But what games am I interested in? What games do I want to look for? What games should I be looking at? Obviously, every game that I take a look at is for a specific purpose of what can I do with this game? What's it going to teach? And I'm a big fan of RPGs and adventure games because they teach a role playing. And in role playing, you're learning social skills, you're learning how to cooperate with other people, yada yada yada, a bunch of other stuff. But I just want to talk about the games that have caught my eye going through the BGG list. So below, I'm going to add the link to the BGG Gen Con preview page if you have not checked out the games that are coming out. So here's some games here. So from Tasty Minstrel Games, Chimera Station Deluxe. Obviously, Chimera Station has come out before, but they have a deluxe edition, so that's caught my eye. It plays 2 to 4 players, plays in 60 to 90 minutes. It's for ages 13 and up, and its MSRP is $60, and it says it is for sale there. The description says that Chimera Station brings a new twist to the worker placement genre. Customizable workers. Each worker can be modified in-game by splicing claws, tentacles, leaves, and additional brains, or any combination of those on them. These workers are used to gather resources, points, food, credits, and living parts of aforementioned workers. During the game, you'll build and expand the space station and open up tons of different strategic and tactical possibilities, featuring a grand total of 12 standard actions, spaces, and 40 additional modules, 22 perks, 16 different ways to configure your aliens via components, and 4 different races. The possibilities are endless, it says. This game, Chimera Station, caught my eye before. I never got a chance to check it out just because everything else that came and went during that time. And then artwork was done by Brian Patterson from the webcomic D20 Monkey, if anyone's interested in. And then WizKids has a game of Eldritch Contortion coming out. It's a 2 to 6 player game. Playtime is about 30 minutes, ages 14 and up. And it's marked at $50 for sale. And I really like it when BGG actually puts down the price, and other than it's just for sale, because I want to know what I might need to be taking so I can plan a budget. You don't want to go to Gen Con without a budget, because what's going to happen is you're going to overspend. Easy to overspend. And if you set a budget, you know what you need for food, you know what games you want to take or bring home, things like that, just in case something pops up. But a wreath or Rife, maybe it's Rife, I think it's a wreath or Rife. Maybe it's Rife. And the game of a Rife, a game of Eldritch Contortion, players gather in teams of 2. Each team consists of cultist players and a Great Old One player. The cultist is assisting the Great Old One and attempting to summon them to our plane. To do this, the cultist instructs the deity with great veneration to place an appendage on top of an Arkham landmark to complete a specific pattern. The problem is that it is nigh impossible to have one Great Old One form this pattern by itself. That's why if another deity is touching any parts of the pattern, you can use the appendage to complete your own pattern. Up to 3 teams of 2 can play in this contortionist battle of positioning. And so this actually reminds me of Twister, where you spin a dial and then you put a hand on red and a foot on green, but they're using different symbols that for the Elder One to use. Wonder Forge is coming out, and it's in location 2113. So 2113 is the booth number. Incredible Save the Day game. Okay, this is a cooperative dice rolling movies and TV radio themed game. Players 1 to 4. Playtime is about 30 minutes, ages 6 and up. MSRP is $20. The Incredibles Save the Day game. You become a member of the Parr family and become responsible for the safety of Metroville. All players start the game in the middle of the game board, and 3 problem cards are revealed at random from the deck. The game board includes cut out pieces and flip out the areas related to the patterns to show what ability, speed, agility, defense, or strength is needed to solve the problem. And then the other game that's coming out that I'm actually really excited about is called Villainous. It's a Disney game. The artwork is just beautiful. It's just amazing. It plays 2 to 6 players, plays in about 50 minutes. It's hand management card game, movies and TV radio theme, ages 10 up. It's marked at $35 for sale at the convention. And their booth, again, is 2113. And so in Villainous, each player takes the control of one of 6 Disney villains. And so there's Maleficent, there is Ursula, there is the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, there is Jafar, there is Prince John, and then there's Captain Hook. So those are one of the 6 that you can choose from. Okay, and then each player has their own villain deck, fate deck, and player board, and 3D character. And the character is like just awesome jewel-looking miniature. It's just really cool looking. And you go through each individualized board trying to complete certain quests before you can get to the end where you can take on the hero. Definitely a great game. Aesthetically looks beautiful. It looks like it'd just be great for kids. And this is a game that I definitely want to get my hands on. Alright, and so I have a list of all the games I want to preview. I'm not going to give all the descriptions because I just really need to get through all this. And so, starting with Adam's Apple Games, LLC, they have Sword Crafters coming out. This game, you actually build your own swords, and whoever has the best pattern wins. That's the premise that I get. I believe that this game is going to be great for autistic kids, and so I can't wait to get my hands and check out this game. They even have a deluxe edition. It's called the Expanded Edition, where it actually has a 1 to 5 players instead of the 2 to 5 players, and it plays from 25 to 35 minutes, where the regular one plays for 20 to 30, ages 6 and up, but the Expanded Edition is ages 13 and up. I'm not sure what the price is on the regular sword crafters, but the Expanded Edition is $50. So I'm going to try to get my hands on the Expanded Edition. Then AEG has Smash Up, the bigger, geekier box, come out. I just think it has the original core set, and coming by the first 3 expansions, which is it says up through the obligatory Cthulhu set. So I'm not exactly sure which 3 sets they are. And then there's the War Chest, which looks really cool. The War Chest is area control, area influence, deck pool building, medieval themed. 30 minutes, 14 and up. It says for sale, didn't say how much. It says the war chest is an all-new bag building war game. At the start of the game, raise your banner call drafting several various units into your army. And then B&B Game Studio has Noise at Night. It's for ages 8 and up, 10 to 20 minutes, players 2 to 4, and sells for $24. And it's a 15-minute deduction game. And so the way I understood it is that the players have to figure out where different noises are coming from, or who is what noise is being made. And so again, the deduction is taking turns and checking that out. Backspindle Games is coming out with Morn Quest for demo. This is not for sale, this is for demo. This one is based on the Morn Quest book series. And it starts off in the year 1847 on Jack Turner's 11th birthday. And it's an awful day that his father is lost at sea. And so you start this quest in trying to find his father. It says it plays 2 to 4 players, 80 to 120 minutes. And so I'm definitely going to check out the demo on that one. The Geekier Games has One Night Ultimate Super Villains. That one looks really cool. They also have the the Deluxe Edition of Werewords coming out. I already have Werewords, so this isn't a game that I'm going to get, but I definitely want to check that out. The One Night Ultimate Super Villains is only for demo, I want to mention. And then Big G Creative, location 1656, Bob Ross, Happy Little Accidents game coming out. That one looks pretty cool. And they have Bray Monsters Crunch, so it's like breakfast monsters, so like Count Chocula, Frankenberry, Boo Berry. They are in this breakfast battle game. And that one is for sale, $20. And so this is a card game. Just the artwork on it alone brings back nostalgia on that Cereal Crunch monster game. And so I'm excited to check that out. Has Rise of Tribes coming out. Their booth is 2329, so 2329, 2329. This game looks beautiful. It looks amazing. And it plays 2 to 4, plays 30 to 60 minutes, ages 10 and up. It's marked at $50, but I know that you can get it on pre-order right now. Miniature Market for about I think $34.99, I think is what I seen that, but don't quote me. I know it's under 40, even if it's $39.99. And so this is just a worker placement game. You're moving stuff around. There's dice rolling, civilization, area influence, area control. And then Brotherwise Games has another expansion coming out for Boss Monster, The Rise of the MiniBosses. This game looks really cool, and it gives you the ability to have, obviously, mini-bosses. You know, someone else for the heroes to take on before they get to your main character. And it's actually for sale for $20, where it's marked for a 25 MSRP, so you can get it for $5 off at their booth. Again, if I haven't said their booth before, Brotherwise Games is at 1639, 1639, 1639. They also are demoing this really cool game called Call to Adventure. This game definitely has piqued my interest. I'm going to check this out and hopefully I can get a video of it. It's a 2 to 4 player deck pool building dice rolling card game, ages 9 and up. It says Make your fate inspired by character-driven fantasy storytelling. Call to Adventure challenges 2 to 4 players to create the hero with the greatest destiny by acquiring traits, facing challenges, and overcoming adversaries. I want to say that Cephalofair Games, hopefully I pronounced that right, Cephalofair Games, location 250, is going to be demoing their new expansion that's coming out for Gloomhaven. This is only demo, that's not for sale, and this is the Forgotten Circles expansion. And Chip Theory Game has outdone themselves this year. Like, I'm excited to go check out their booth and see what they have to offer. They actually have quite a few expansions coming out for Too Many Bones. And this is a game I've been interested in. When I was at Gencon last year, it wasn't in my budget because I didn't even hear about it. And so it's on my radar this year. Not sure if I'm going to pick it up yet. But definitely, there again, it is on my radar. And so they have Too Many Bones, 40 Days in Delaire. And it's a 1 to 4 player game. So you can, I'm assuming you can solo it. And then 60 to 120 minutes. MSRP is $25, and then they have Too Many Bones, Age of Tyranny. Again, you have 1 to 4 players. Doesn't list the time, but the MSRP on that one is $25. And they have another one, Too Many Bones, Gasket. And that one is a 1 to 4 players, 60 to 120 minutes, and again, $25 MSRP. Then they have Undertow, which Undertow actually came out at Origins. And so Origins, I actually took a stop and kind of looked at the gameplay, and it looks pretty cool, looks pretty solid. But Undertow, I guess, is the one game that I know you can solo. It's a 1 to 2 player standalone, or you can add it in. So I think that's definitely unique. And I think that one is $80. It wasn't listed here, but I think that's how much it was for sale at Origins. Then C.A.G actually has Council of 4. This one's caught my attention. It says it's 2 to 4 players, 40 to 75 minutes, ages 10 and up, and they're selling for $60. The Empire, formed by 3 kingdoms, has a period of wealth and prosperity. Each kingdom is governed by a council of 4 nobles. The members of 6 influential families sit around the councils and lead the kingdoms. And this is a hand management modular board economic. It says on a turn in Council of 4. So on a turn in Council of 4, a player can perform different actions. The main action is to corrupt a council. So that sounds pretty cool. And then another game they got coming out for sale is called Way of the Panda. This one is an expensive game. It's $75, but it's 2 to 4 players in 69 minutes. But the miniatures look really cool. I mean, who doesn't want miniature pandas? And then Cranio Creations, location 2005, has Jungle Race coming out. This is a 2 to 6 player, 15 to 30 minute game, ages 6 and up, and it's being sold for $17.50. It says the Jungle Race is about to start, with 5 animals operating their special vehicles and challenging one another in a crazy race through the jungle. With every card played, one animal recklessly overtakes another. I think that's going to be really great for kids, especially in therapy. I can't wait to check that one out. Then C.A.G Games Edition, location 236, is coming out with a Pictomonia second edition. This one is 3 to 6 players, a party game, 20 to 40 minutes, 8 and up, $20 MSRP, and it's a drawing game. Daily Magic Games has a game coming out with an expansion that just looks very beautiful. The artwork looks amazing. It's Horizons. So this is an area control, area influence modular board game. It's 2 to 5 players, 40 to 100 minutes, ages 8 and up. And it's MSRP at $50. In Horizons, you are a starfaring species taking the first step into a new galaxy. And so it looks very... it doesn't look unique in the sense that there's other games out there that are space and alien based, but like I was saying, it's very beautiful looking. And the expansion they have coming out for it is called Extermination. Druid City Games has a demo coming out of Tidal Blades, Heroes of the Reef. I'm actually very interested in checking this out because after playing and getting my hands on the Grim Forest, I am super impressed with their production of games. And so the miniatures, everything that came with the game is just amazing. And so that's the only reason why I'm checking out Druid City Games, is because they caught my attention. Okay, Foxmine Games is coming out with a game called The Potion. This is a rolling dice, pressure luck, bluffing party game. 3 to 7 players, 10 to 20 minutes, ages 8 and up. Availability is for sale. It doesn't say how much, though. So basically, you're an alchemist, and you're competing with other alchemists to make the best potion using rare ingredients. Game Right is coming out with Forbidden Sky. So if you've ever paid attention to Forbidden Desert or Forbidden Island, this is the next one in the series, but this one I heard is actually a lot different. Like I heard, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, but on the Dice Tower they were saying that this is the first game that they're making that requires batteries. I wouldn't say it comes with it, but it requires batteries. And so you're actually trying to complete circuits in this space station, or this sky station. And then there's Sneaky Cards 2, coming out by Game Right. And this game, when I first seen it, I actually overpassed it, but when I was actually looking through stuff just one day when I was bored, this is a great therapy game, a great social skills game, because you're actually taking cards and you're passing on kindness. So you draw a card, you have to perform that kindness, and you pass the card to someone else, they do it. And so it goes, many different ways. It plays 1 to 99 players. Playtime is 15 minutes, ages 12 and up. $10. I'm definitely going to pick up a copy of that, and I'm going to pick up some copies for work for that game. Trash Pandas. This game looks really silly. It's dice rolling, hand management. In Trash Pandas, players are raccoonous raccoons tipping over trash cans for food and shiny objects. It plays 2 to 4 players, plays in 15 to 20 minutes, ages 8 and up, and it's only $12. The artwork on it looks pretty silly. Just the story has caught my attention. When the deck runs out, the game ends. So definitely check out that one. And then Gigamic Games, location 1913. Hopefully I pronounced that right. It's coming out with Cosmos. It doesn't say for how much, but it's a 2 to 6 player game. It's card drafting, pattern building, and action dexterity puzzle game. Plays in 20 to 30 minutes, ages 10 and up, and this game is marked as for sale, but doesn't say how much. Cosmos is a speedy game of tile placement through 5 game rounds. Each player tries to build and optimize their personal 9-tile game galaxy in the limited time. Great Northern Games is coming out with Lucky's Misadventure. This game, the storyline has kind of caught my attention. The artwork, not so much. And so I'm just kind of curious to see how it actually plays. It's a 2 to 4 player game, 45 to 60 minutes. Plays ages 10 and up, and it's about $42. Okay. Hub Games, which is going to be at the Asmoday booth, is holding on the troubled life of Billy Kerr. This game actually looks like an emotional response game, and so you're working with this storyline of this person is flying from Sydney, Australia to I think London, and they have a heart attack. And throughout the game, you're trying to care for this person as they're dealing with their own unfinished business, as you know, the things they didn't get to do, people they hurt, or things just different in life. So you're working as a care provider, learning about this person, and so I believe it's going to be an emotional wrecking game, because you're going to get emotionally attached, not physically. You're going to get emotionally attached to this character, and that's only for demo. ILO Games has The Legend of the Cherry Tree that blossoms every 10 years. This game looks beautiful. It says Press Your Luck, set collection, 2 to 4 players, plays in 20 minutes, ages 8 and up, and it's only $25. And ILO is at booth 129. ILO, I think it's either Yellow or ILO, does really great kid games. So they're known for King of Tokyo or King of New York and other great games. And this game says, do you know the legend of the cherry tree that blossoms every 10 years? The story goes that once every decade, the cherry tree would shroud itself in beautiful flowers during the first days of spring. Thousands of buds grew on its branches and stretched elegantly toward the sky before becoming magnificent flowers. So you're collecting the various flowers that bloom. Kid Table BG, I'm guessing means board games, has a couple games coming out this year, which I'm really curious to check out. Definitely want to check these guys out. Anything kid related. Obviously, I work with a lot of kids. So location 2,559. Haunt the House. This is a Press Your Luck hand management game for 2 to 5 players. 30 to 40 minute game, ages 8 and up. It's supposed to be for sale about $30. And it says, in Haunt the House, we are ghosts competing to scare ghost hunters. So in this game, you're working to scare ghost hunters and steal their equipment. The next game that they have coming out is for demo. I thought it was for sale, but actually it's for demo. And it's Wreck Raiders. And so this is a 2 to 4 player game. It says dice rolling, set collection, ages 10 and up. Plunge into the glittering sea to recover exotic treasures from a seafloor overflowing with pirate shipwrecks. Who doesn't like pirate games, right?